Galer Fáilte Rasharíst. You're welcome back here to St Clair Sports Complex in DCU. If you're joining us for the first time, you're very welcome to the Donaghy Cup final for 2026. It's the AIG Higher Education Championships Donaghy Cup final. This is our third final here on Finals Friday. We've already had two absolutely fantastic games, starting off with a goal scoring fest in the first game where Queen's University took the spoils over the Royal College of Surgeons in the HEC Cup. And a couple of moments ago, history was made when the University of Coventry became the first ever winners of the new international HEC Cup, Lagan Cup for 2026, with a comprehensive win over DCU. We're building up here to our Donaghy Cup final, which is between TUS Midwest, who will be playing in the black strip, against the University of Galway, who will be in their traditional maroon and white. I'm going to bring you through our two teams first. Just to note the change from the programme on the TUS Midwest side, and then we will be getting going in a few minutes. Our Rachel new is Ray McBride from Dublin. We're bringing through our two teams, starting with the TUS Midwest side. So they start off in goals with Ciara Butler from Castle Gregory, in between the sticks. Full back line of Maeve Stankard from Crusheen, Kiva Bailey Maloney from Banship, and Sive Blood from the Burren Gales. Half back line then of Cueve McCabe from Caltra, Rachel Moore and Captain Naferna from Summerhill, and Amy Savage from Lisgould in County Cork. A very shocked Sinead Carroll and Aisling Crowe are the midfield partnership from Ardfinnan and Kilrush. Half forward line of Sophie Marr from Moore, Clon Rossmore in Tipperary, Cueva Lynham from St. Mancons in County Offaly, and Evie Scanlon from Clarecastle in County Clare. Anya McNamara starts off the half forward line from Kilmahill in County Clare, full forward of Rena McCready from Dunlow, and the one change for TUS Midwest comes in the corner where Katie Arthur does not start, is replaced by Trim's Niamh Mahan, who wears number 26. And for University of Galway, they are, as per the programme, they start off with Orla Murphy in goals from the Enniskillen Gales Club, the full back line of Holly Mackin from Meath, Alana Burke from Kilchima, and Maeve Hanley from the Michael Glavey Club. Liam McMahon from St Val's from West Cork is partnered by Westmeath and Goldsmith star Laura Madden, and Hannah Coleman from Ballyborough is on the other wing. Lorna Porca then Chloe Wiltshire from the Nufina Club in County Kildare is partnered by Ava Carney from Kilmina in Cundé Mayo. Anna Foley from Trim in County Meath is Iver Jack, Katie Bell, Iver Hainjake from Donabate, and Kate Roach from West Clare Gales of Doig. And the full forward line of Aisha Newton from Anna Duff, Emer Sullivan from the Gale in Cundé Curie, and Cueva Kelly from Scottstown in County Monaghan. And our teams are just about to get underway here. So the one change then for TUS Midwest is the only one from the official programme. Two sides came here. TUS came here courtesy of victory over Ulster University Coleraine in the semi-final, whereas University of Galway, should say, came up against their fellow Maroon counterparts from Dublin, my old college of Coláiste Marino, and came through that one successfully. This is the playing of the Donaghy Cup has been on since 2003, when it was the old DIT beat GMIT in Castlebar. So 21 playing since then, and 15 different winners for TUS. They are the newest university, founded in 2021, and they have about 15,000 students or so. When the old AIT in Athlone and LIT in Limerick merged, the old AIT was around since 1970, as was the LIT, which was originally the Ornamental Art School in 1852, so it's been around a fair while. But the two of them now are merged together to form the TUS Midwest. And of course, coming through their doors in the past, you have some stars like the likes of Joe Canning and comedian Pat Short, of course, as well. For University of Galway, they've been around since 1845. Technically became University College Galway in 1908. In 1997 they became NUIG, and in 2022 they became what they are now, the University of Galway, with around 20,000 students. Of course, among some of their past names, Olympians like Afra Keogh and Fiona Murtha, presidents Michael D. Higgins and current president Catherine Connolly, and of course performer Keith Barry. So they mightn't need any magic tricks today, the University of Galway, but they'll take whatever is needed to get over the line against TUS. Certainly in for a cracking game here. Huge amount of county all-stars, county stars I should say, on show. A couple of All-Ireland medals thrown in for the mix at different levels with club and county in this one as well, as Ray McBride is about to get things underway here in a moment or two. As I said, the only change, one change that we were alerted to on the TUS Midwest side before throw in here. As I said, in previous games, all the counties in Ireland and Warwickshire in the UK represented at club level. Sean McDermott is in Warwickshire represented between today and tomorrow. 3 finals tomorrow is the third of our 4 today. and this one, the Donaghy Cup, will be followed at 6 p.m. then by the Moynihan Cup, which will be between ATU Galway and SETU Carlow. So looking forward to that one as well. And of course, I have to give a mention to the first ever international winners, Coventry. At half time in that game, we had the first ever international half-time game where we had 16 players from across the world showing their skills they learned in GA over the last year, all the way from Mexico, America, across to Tokyo and Japan and beyond as well. So fantastic to see so many involved in that one as well. We're about 2 minutes or so away from throw-in here in this one. I have to give a mention as well to Laura Madden on the Galway team, Goldsmiths player and Westmeath, a fantastic footballer. I'm a Westmeath man as well. I've followed Laura through the past couple of years. Goldsmith have been one of the clubs in Leinster on the rise, going from junior to senior in 2 seasons. They've been absolutely flying, so expect big things from Laura there as well. And for TUS Midwest, of course, TUS Midlands have been absolutely flying as well down in Athlone. That's the turn now of TUS Midwest to try and get themselves some silverware here as well. They've got some fine scorers as well on their team, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of high scoring affair, or will the defences come out on top. So we're just about to get going here. It'll be Galway who'll be playing from right to left as you're looking at it. TUS Midwest will start down on our left hand side. We'll be attacking down towards the grass pitch down the far end where tomorrow's games will be played. So we're up right about to get things underway here in our third final of Finals Friday. The Donaghy Cup is up for grabs for 2026, and we are just gone past 4 o'clock, so just waiting, I think, for everyone to be ready. Ray's almost got things up and running. Have to give credit as well. Well, we're a little break to DCU and St. Clair's here for the facilities, for all the hosting and stuff they've done there today, and for the lovely food and stuff they've looked after. Myself and Connor and Adam, who are on the camera as well. So credit to them and to everyone in the LGFA and the HEC who have looked after us here today and have looked after all the players and got everything running so smoothly here. The games have gone off fantastically well. I think the stoppage here just seems to be TUS have been asked just to move down the sideline a little bit, I think. But the game is underway here and we are up and running already, and it's TUS Midwest who are up and away as we're just past the 4 p.m. mark. So around the middle for Midwest, they have Sinead O'Carroll and Ashton Crone. The two of them have been in possession early on, and a couple of early touches for a few players over this side, and one of them is Sophie Marr. And Sophie now going straight into the tackle there. A couple of Galway defenders trying to meet her. Sophie does really well, and a lot of hefty tackles early on. Ashton Crone does really well. The Kilrush player, Clare minor captain in 2025. And the ball just out around the small arc here, and Sinead O'Carroll from Ardfinnan trying to find a little bit of support inside. She has, and it's the opening score of the game. It looks good, and it's over the bar. Lovely score, and it's Anya McNamara from Kilmihill in County Clare, an All-Ireland minor winner 2025, one of the bursary winners from Munster LGFA as well. Kicks the opening score of the game. That's a fine score, of course. Kilmihill home to the likes of Eilish and Emer Considine as well, fine footballers, and Emer a fine rugby player with Ireland as well. And early touches now for Galway as they try and get themselves out of defence for the first time, and they'll go through Alana Burke from Kilchama, but she's turned over out there. And there's quick hands here from TUS if they can get it, and it's Sophie Marr who was on the ball early in that move the last time round. It's a good tackle there from Laura Madden. Laura doing really well there. And a chance now for Galway to try and get themselves out of defence for the first time, and it's Holly Mackin who drives it forward. It's a brilliant ball up as well, straight into Isha Newton. Isha Newton now, and through the hands Katie Bell, who takes in there, the captain of the team as well, wearing Rahanchik number 11. Nice ball outside here, and it's a chance now for Isha Newton to go once again, advantage to her. And Isha has won her advantage and has got her free from the Anna Duff Club as well in County Leitrim in the Intermediate Football Championship in 2025. Free taken now by Katie Bell from further out the north side here in Donabate, and it's inside to Newton, and can she manage to get some space? There's a plenty of jerseys around there, and in the end TUS Midwest do really well just to funnel across the arc, and they will win the free. I think the referee just going to have a quick word there with Katie Bell, it looks like. No, with Anna Foley over a loose arm there. Anna from the Trim Club in County Meath. Also, Camogie Star, there's been plenty of those around as well. I have to say there's another late change actually on the Galway team, which wasn't told us beforehand, but we'll just keep an eye on that one in a second. It's Anu Morrissey who is in. So just keep an eye, I'll just figure out who it is. But Anu Morrissey from the Ballantyre Club looks like she is in as well for the ladies in maroon as they try and get towards the goal for the first time. And it's through Hannah Coleman from Baileyborough. And it looks like it's going to be free out here. And they're just double checking. It's a breach, I think.
No, it's a free. She's there for ages.
I'm just looking to see. I think they seem to be saying there's a breach. Breach possibly, and it's TUS. Accidental breach, I think. I'm just trying to figure out what the referee is saying here. Accidental, I think so. It's going to be taken from the halfway line. So again, as the Coventry captain said in their speech in the last game, a couple of captains have said so far, just getting used to the new rules. But they are making a great addition to the game in general as the ball goes in over the top here. And it's Anya McNamara now. Kilmill playing the 1-2, and there's a chance here for TUS. Can they get in? It's good defending. It's a good block down, huge block down there from Maeve Hanley. And fair play to her. It was a fine block. She really put her body in the way there for that one. Managed to keep out the TUS attacker. So it'll be a 45 here now for side from the Midwest. And they have a goal as well. A couple of players to mention. Kerry goalkeeper, an All-Ireland winner, the Golden Glove winner, All-Star 2024. Ciara Butler is in goals for them from Castle Gregory. As they take the 45 fairly swiftly here. And here goes Sinead O'Carroll now. Going to be a much tighter game, I think, than the likes of the opening game, which was a huge high-scoring fest that had 11 goals in it. This one doesn't seem like it's going to be like that, but direct football is certainly the order of the day. And here goes Amy Savage, and Amy strikes it. It's over the bar. Lovely score from her. Score from the Lisgould wing back. She was her club junior player of the year for 2024 down in County Cork. And Amy gets herself on the scoreboard. It's a great direct run. If you follow the stream for the last couple of games, direct run is certainly the way to get past the opposition as quick as possible. We saw with both the Royal College of Surgeons and Queens in the first game. We saw with Coventry in the last game when they took the international honours. It's the direct way to go, and here goes Savage once again. It's going to be a feature to play here, but looks good, and it's a block down this time. And it's well taken in there by Orla Murphy from the Enniskillen Gales, former Monaghan minor captain. Gets it out here as far as Hannah Coleman from Baileyborough. It's not a great ball out though, and it'll be taken in well by Sinead O'Carroll. It's been mostly TUS Midwest who've been doing the majority so far. It's Evie Scanlon, Claire Jewell Star, football and Camogie. Rena McCready getting her first touch of the ball as well out there. A couple of players just getting their hands on it for the first time. Caoimhe Lynham as well, Offaly footballer, and a Camogie player as well. Across here to Caoimhe McCabe from the Culture Club in Cundinagalliva. Lovely ball over the top. It's good defending back there. And first we've seen of Eva Carney now from Kilmena in County Mayo, her club captain as well. And a fine soccer player as well. That's a lovely ball inside. Is that Katie Bell? It is. It's Katie Bell who's got hold of possession here now. Maybe there's a chance to turn on the afterburners here for Anu Morrissey. Anu's away here, and she's absolutely flying through the tackles, and she got past a few. Big hand in there. Brilliant from Sinead O'Carroll. Absolutely superb play from her. And she's done a fine job there getting back, and it's good defending. Rachel Moore is under pressure now as well, and fair play to go. They've turned that one over themselves, and it's Isha Newton. Newton now to Katie Bell. Can they get their first score of the game here? Go when it's Bell who strikes it. It strikes it well. Is it going to drop? Just drop short. And it's into the hands of Ciara Butler. And the girls from the Midwest will clear their lines here through Amy Savage. Savage now into the hands of Aisling Crowe. Crone just trying to find a little bit of space, and she's turned on the afterburners with Galway though. Managed just to catch up with her here, and it was Hannah Coleman who did the tracking back there. She's done a good job of tracking back and just holding up the play here a little bit. As TUS are going to have to try and find another way to get themselves forward here. I think there's a possible breach here, I think, yeah, by the looks of it, yeah. I think the referee just been alert to it here. Galway didn't do their counting right and didn't have the three up at the right time, unfortunately. both Annie Morrissey and Emer Sullivan, I think it was, both crossed, or Caoimhe Kelly, I should say, both crossed over the line at the same time. Neither of them recognised that there was only two up front, so a breach unfortunately for them. But a chance here for Rena McCready to get herself off the mark, and a chance for TUS Midwest to knock over their third score of the game. No problem for her. And Rena knocks that one over, first free of the day as well. 3 points to no score now for TUS Midwest. And Galway yet to get themselves off the mark in this Donaghy, the AIG Donaghy Cup final. So early days yet, but Galway would like to get themselves perhaps a score. The wind is still strong at pitch level, but not as strong as it was earlier on in the day. And dare I say with the jinx, but we haven't had the rain that was expected all day. It was expected from 12 o'clock on, from the moment of first throw in. Hasn't materialised, and so far we've been relatively free with just a light bit of drizzle the odd time. Hopefully it stays that way at least for the remainder of the next few hours anyway. As TUS Midwest come forward once again, there's a call for steps there from Galway, not given. It's a fine strike of the ball if that's over. It's brilliant. What a score that is. That is absolutely superb from Caoimhe Line. Outside of the right foot. Don't see enough of those. Superb score from her. Knocks that one over the bar. And TUS Midwest now find themselves 4 points to the good with 4 different scores. And on the clock we have not yet hit the 10-minute mark. 9 minutes gone in this one. 4 points, 4 scorers. And Galway just going to have to find themselves another gear fairly soon. That's going to be a free, and it's Chloe Wiltshire. First we've seen her, the biotech and French student in Galway. Also involved in the dance as well. Drills that one up the line here as far as Emer Sullivan, the carry under a star from the Gaelos. Kunde Curie, she manages to take hold of possession here, lays it off outside to Leah McMahon from St. Fal's out in West Cork. Lovely part of the country. Lovely club as well, well run out there as well. Inside her to Ava Carney from Kilmena. It's good defending, great tussling there. I think we're going to have a fine tussling there, looks like, between Kiva Bailey Maloney and between Emer Sullivan. Kiva just coming out on the right side of that, but it's Galway retain possession. That's what they're most interested in. That's drilled across the pitch there by Carney. And just Caoimhe Kelly having to do a little bit of running here, the Ulster Minor winner with Monaghan in 2025. Having to do a little bit of running, but no bother to her, and the pace is absolutely frightening to see the pace that she just burst through 5 or 6 Galway players there. Shot unfortunately for her, dropping short straight into the hands of Ciara Butler. And TUS Midwest will start their latest attack with Maeve Stankard, Camogie player as well, into the hands of Caoimhe McGee as Chloe Wiltshire is on her back chasing her. Sophie Maher now. Maher back once again to McCabe. And McCabe just happy to go back as far as Stankard, who has Captain Rachel Moore on her shoulder. Decides to go instead to Sinead O'Carroll. Sinead, just have a look up, big block down there. I'm not sure who it was, just trying to see number. I think it was Hannah Coleman who put in the block there. It was. Big block from Hannah, and I think a foul there, yeah, that was well spotted there, a foul on Anna Foley. And Anna taking the quick tap and go as Katie Bell in space if she wants to use her. Here's Katie now. Katie look at the target, decides to solo it, possibly dragging the bag. Referee says no, and it's straight into the hands of Ciara Butler once again. So Galway shooting maybe just a little bit rusty in the early moments, and they'll be looking to try and fix that as soon as they can. Here goes Sophie Maher now. Sophie, as they look down the line, decides to throw the dummy, leaves Chloe Wiltshire behind, and finds support there in Rachel Moore, her captain from Summerhill. Ball inside, brilliant ball inside. There's Anya McNamara. She's already got 1 point to her name. No foul, good tackling there by the Galway defenders. Is back once again here to McCready. And Rena decides to strike that one. Is it going to come back inside the post? No, it's curled just to the right and wide. So wide there from Rena McCready from Dunlow. Already has a free to her name from the early minutes of the game. Still TUS Midwest to lead by 4 points to no score. We are gone past the 10-minute mark here now. And the kick out was taken by Orla Murphy. And Orla decides to go route 1 up past the 45. Decent kick out from her. But it's well taken in here by Caoimhe McCabe. McCabe now finds Sinead O'Carroll. Sinead back to McCabe once again, and McCabe just happy to go laterally here. That's across as far as Aisling Crowe. And Crowe now decides to power through the middle and place the direct ball inside. It's a lovely ball inside here into McCready once again. Maybe she's eyes for goal this time. Tries to have a look at the target, goes with the outside of the right herself. It's deflected, and it's gone wide. Oh, there's a touch there from Anya McNamara. but it's gone just to the right on wide. It was a good effort from McCready. She went with the outside of the right, that slice, and it was just deflected into the path of McNamara, but credit to Orla Murphy, the Enniskillen Gales goalkeeper in the Galway goals, who came out and just did enough to put McNamara off, and she didn't get the free chance on goal that she was hoping for. TUS Midwest are certainly the team on the up at the moment, and Amy Savage is flying from half back here, and there's a chance of a goal possibly. Is this one for TUS Midwest? It is, in the back of the net. And it's Niamh Mahan, the goal from Trim, County Meath. Listed at number 26. She started in place of Katie Arter, and she's buried the ball into the back of the net, and this is the perfect start for TUS Midwest in the AIG Donaghy for 2026. They lead now by 1-4 to no score. And Galway looking a little bit shell-shocked. We're going to have to try and find something as we tick towards the end of the first quarter here. And that midfield dominance from O'Carroll and Crowe is just proving too much really for Galway at the moment. And Ben Down taken straight off the ground, a tap and go. And the referee, I think, will have to stop that because there was no actual tap and go. It was just more of a go. These new rules proving to be very beneficial in the ladies' game. And they made great use of them in the past two finals that we've had here as well. We've aligned him now with the free. Drives that one. It's going to drop just short, I think, by the looks of it. Galway have a couple of defenders back there. And that ball's gone out for a 45, just tipped off Holly Mackin at the end. And it'll be 45 here for TUS Midwest. So 1-4 on the board already for the girls in the black strip. And they'll be hoping to add to the Lagan Cup of 2022, and indeed this one, the Donaghy Cup from 2023, to add to their silverware that the very new university has in their short five-year history. Goal scorer Niamh Mahan to take it. Good strike by Niamh. The ball's broken through. Here's their chance. Oh, it's crashed off the crossbar. It's still in play. Is there a goal possibly in it? Yes, there is. There's the second goal, and it's Anya McNamara who gets it. It was a fine try from Niamh Mahan, and it was brilliant play from Caoimhe Lynham, just to read the fact that she didn't need to jump because three players had gone up for it. She took the loose ball, smashed it, and it hit off the crossbar and came out, and it was there for Anya McNamara to bury it into the back of the net. And it's the absolute dream start here for TUS Midwest. 2-4 to no score they lead, and it's been not the start. This is an understatement, I would say, for the University of Galway. They'll want something on the board quick, not for the lack of trying, to be fair to them. They've had a couple of chances, a couple of wides as well, and it's just that final ball is just not working out for them very well. And they're going to have to do something about that if they are going to get themselves back into this fairly soon. But TUS Midwest is certainly very happy with the way things are going at the moment. As I said, looking to claim a second Donaghy title in 3 years. And it's going to be a free there. Foul there, May Stankard just in front of us. Isha Newton was the one who fouled, so no solo on go there, so has to be retaken back here. And retaken here. Caoimhe Lynham is the one who has hold of it. Caoimhe decides to play the sensible one, knock it across here to Sinead O'Carroll, who's been flying so far. It's an absolutely whirlwind start for her, and lovely play, lovely hands, great hands there between McNamara and Marr. Out to McCready once again, fancy shot in the left foot, maybe decides the sensible thing is to go out towards the arc. Throws the dummy man just to get back inside, loses one tackle. Trying to find a bit of support, finds it in McNamara, the goal scorer, and she has a look at the target once again. Does she like to look at this one? No, and that one's going to go out to the right and wide, so wide for TUS Midwest. And the referee just checking on one of the Galway players over there just to make sure, the physio coming on here just to make sure that she is all right. I think it was just an ankle injury, but she seems to be okay from it. It's Leah McMahon who's the one who's getting a bit of treatment, but she seems to be fine as Orla Murphy takes another kick out for the University of Galway. They need scores. They don't want to fall too far behind on the scoreboard, and that's a lovely knockdown from Sophie Marr into Caoimhe Lynham. Into McCready, has a look at the target. Decides to go back here as far as Caoimhe McCabe. McCabe has a look at the target now, and that's just going to be taken by the wind, unfortunately for her. And it's gone just to the right and wide. All-Ireland Intermediate football final loss in 2025 for Caoimhe McCabe. The Caltracoon side, beautiful part of Galway over there, home of the Meehan's and the Healy's and all the fine footballers of Galway over there as well. TUS Midwest are just winning that midfield battle completely, and it's McCabe who takes it in once again. This time decides to lay it off here. It's in as far as Mara. Mara has Lynham on her shoulder, decides to go across to Savage. Got the second point of the game and she's absolutely flying. They're struggling to keep up pace with her more than anything else. Lays it to McCready's. McCready fancy shot with the outside of the right. No, decides the sensible one is to try and go back inside. Good defending though from Galway. And the turnover though, the referee says is fair, and it was great tackling by Savage, who got all the way back there, and that's going to be a foul against Alana Burke from Kilchima. And it's going to be a free in here for TUS Midwest. Alana Burke from Kilchima, the one committing the foul there. A fine musician herself as well, out in Kilchima. And a busking champion as well in the town. As McCready now has a look at the target and decides to play the little dummy and play it short out to McCabe. I think the wind might just be a little bit of a factor in the shot selection there. And McCready certainly is the distance normally. Out as far as Savage here now. She is absolutely powering her way through at the moment into McCabe. McCabe, second time lucky for her. Indeed it is, second time lucky for Caoimhe McCabe. First one just took off with the wind. Second one goes over the bar. 2-5 now to TUS West. And they've already opened up an 11-point lead. And we are 18 minutes into the first half. And that kick out well taken in there by Holly Mack. The leader under 20 star from last year. Holly was looking for a little bit of support, but taken straight off her hand there by Caoimhe McCabe. And Caoimhe McCabe now going forward here. And it's going to be a free for a push, I think. The referee just having a quick check here on Holly Mack and just making sure that she is okay. And it's going to be a free over here for TUS Midwest. And it'll be taken here by Niamh Mahan. And Niamh now chips it into midfield to Aisling Crowe. She's met by Holly Mackin, who's okay after taking a bit of a knock here in front of us a minute ago from that last tackle. And looks like it's going to be advantage for her. And TUS Midwest just trying to make another attack happen here. Aisling Crowe's down in front of us. I think she's just getting back to her feet. There's advantage is over from the foul on her. It's inside as far as Mahan, one of the goal scorers already. Mahan over carry, and that's going to be a free out to Galway. Probably the correct call there, I would say. There was no foul by the Galway defender there. I think it was Hannah Coleman who was doing the defending. Certainly no foul. So ball inside here now to Anu Morrissey. And Morrissey just opting to go use her pace up the tram line as best as she can. And the referee just saying there's no advantage there. I think Galway will call her for one. There's nothing in that one though, and it's inside to Anna Foley. Foley now just having a look at the target. She has advantage here. The referee's hand is down, advantage is over. She got support on the outside, she has. Is this a chance now for Galway? Maybe something in this, maybe a chance for a goal. Here we go, is this the one for them? It's gone back outside. Is there a point even to settle it? There is, a lovely score. And it's Caoimhe Kelly who gets the point in the end. A goal there for Isha Newton, but instead took the sensible option, realised she'd been pushed out by two TUS Midwest defenders, and in the end settled for a point from Caoimhe Kelly and County Monaghan. So Galway up and running. It's taken much longer than they would have hoped, but they are in the game and they are off the mark, and it might be the start of something for them, just to try and get themselves back into this. So far it's just, as I said, around the midfield and the half forward line where they've just been punished. And forward ahead here goes Caoimhe Lynham. Caoimhe Lynham does well to get past the tackle there of Carney, and she's been pushed out the far side, and that's going to be a free in. Definitely a high tackle there, definitely a free in. And Lynham now will have a look at the target just outside the arc area, or around the arc area. It's McCready who will take it, of course, having scored one free already. Whether she likes to look at this one now. The wind swirling around her as well. She might fancy one with the outside of the right foot maybe. McCready has a look at the target. Strikes it well, strikes it very well. It's going to drop short. It's straight in. Is there a chance for another goal? It's in the back of the net again. It's another one for Anya McNamara. 2 for the Kilmahill star from County Clare. That free from Rena McCready went straight into the mix. McNamara took it down absolutely perfectly, and the All-Ireland minor winner in 2025 take 2 low shots to goal and 2 of them in the back of the net. It's been a fantastic start for her and for her side. They now lead by 3-5 to a single point in the Donaghy Cup final for 2026 as we head towards the 23rd minute of play. About 7 minutes or so to go to half time here in this one, and Galway just really need to find their feet a little bit. They're not short of stars on the team and not short of find footballers. It's just not quite clicking for them at the moment, as Annie Morrissey takes the shoulder hit there from Amy Savage, drives into space, but again it's just a little bit of a misplaced pass, and goal, or TUS Midwest I should say, are happy to take that one out of defence, and it was Side Blood who managed to take that one out this time, and she'll play it through the hands here of captain Rachel Moran, and Rachel decides to knock that one over the top, but a little bit of a misplaced pass from her. Leah McMahon now will try and get things moving here for the ladies in maroon and white. Goes into midfield here as far as Ava Carney. The West Cork lady to the Mayo lady, laying it off to the Mead lady and Holly Macken, and Holly now strikes it over the top, looking to try and get past Kiva Bailey Maloney. Not going to happen. I'm just waiting to see what the whistle is for here. And a breach here. A breach has been given here against TUS Midwest. And I think TUS Midwest sideline are appealing that one. They're not quite sure what that one's for, but the breach has been given nonetheless. And to be fair, I think the officials got that right. There was a player missing there for a couple of seconds, and that's enough. And well done to the linesman for spotting that. As the free is chipped over well by Katie Bell. And Galway have got themselves a second point on the board, so 3-5 to 2 points now. And goals will be needed for University of Galway, of course, if they are going to get themselves back into this one. But still very early days yet, still heading towards the 25th minute in this one. And Sinead O'Carroll, who's probably been one of the stars, well, has been one of the stars of the half, probably maybe been the star of the half so far for TUS Midwest, with her midfield possession and ability to set up scores, and also the ability just to throw a dummy and just get things moving once again. And into Maeve Stankard now. Stankard has advantage if she wants to use it, decides to go back as far as O'Carroll once again. Just such a calm footballer, the Ard Finnan player. She's her club vice captain as well. Hefty collision around the middle, referee says nothing in it. Both players fairly going for the ball. It was Ashen Crowe and Katie Bell who went for that. And there's the opposite number 11 now, Cueva Lynham. Lynham just deciding to calm things down a little bit here for TUS Midwest, but the calm won't last very long. You'd expect them to go back direct fairly quick. As Evie Scanlon makes the move inside off the shoulder, but it's still TUS who managed to get forward, and Scanlon now has got hold of possession here. And she's looking for support, decides to go back out as far as Crowe, back to Scanlon once again. It's a couple of quick hands just laying it off as McCready has a look at the target. Is that going to drop? And it's dropped short, well held there by Orla Murphy. And getting Galway moving once again here and just trying to get themselves out. The TUS Midwest press is very, very high, and it's fairly ferocious. It's in numbers. Galway, to fair to manage to get themselves out this time, and Katie Bell has it, and she has Laura Madden in support on her left. If she wants to, decides to throw the dummy and go forward, as met by 3 tackles, and it's a good turnover. Referee was right there in the spot for a play to Ray McBride. He was literally up with the play and was able to spot that the hand in was fair. We've had a fair few loose arm tackles in the 2 finals so far, but Ray was right up with play there just to get a bird's eye view of that one. And it's good play here by TUS Midwest, and a lovely ball inside. It was a great ball in there from Amy Savage, and Savage lays it off, and it's as far as Cueva Lynham. Is there a chance here? No, it's going to be an advantage. There was a tug of the arm that time. That was a bit more clear cut. And it'll be a chance now for Rena McCready probably to knock over another free. She already has one to her name. She'd like a second one. Still 3-5 to 2 points here as we tick towards the 28th minute of the game. So 2 minutes plus whatever Ray McBride decides to head on at the end of the half. McCready now just outside the small arc. And she curls this one with the right. She curls it straight over the black spot, no bother to her. Second free for her. 2-1 from Anya McNamara, 2 frees from Rena McCready, point from Cueva Lynham, point from Amy Savage, point from Cueva McCabe, and the goal from Niamh Mahon as well has TUS Midwest flying at the moment. But there's still plenty of time left in this, and as I said, there's still plenty of time for Galway to get themselves back into it. There's a good run there by Leah McMahon and up to Anna Foley now. Foley plays it off to Bell. Bell throws a little dummy, gives it back again to Foley. Now is there something on here for Galway possibly? Foley swallowed up though by a plethora of black jerseys, and Ashton Crowe brings it out here for them, and the advantage is just over, and it'll be Sinead O'Carroll who will bring it out of defence here. And Sinead now just having a look around just to see what's going on and decides the sensible thing is to go back as far as McCabe, who plays on her car once again, just bringing it down to a walking pace for a second just to assess the situation here. And that ball's going to go out over the sideline and Maeve Hanley's just going to let it go. And about a minute or so left in the open half as Galway take the sideline up as far as Hannah Coleman here. Coleman deciding which way is the best to go. Has to get past Sinead O'Carroll, has the advantage here. Plays inside to Isha Newton. And Isha now as far as Laura Madden. And Laura playing it across to midfielder Chloe Wiltshire and to Leah McMahon. So chance for Galway here maybe just to try and break through the TUS Midwest defence just before we approach half time. And possibly with the likes of Caoimhe Kelly going forward, they might. And Kelly has a look at the target. She likes to look at that one. Indeed, she does. Lovely score from Caoimhe Kelly. Brilliant from her. Second of the and the Scottstown player just chipping away a little bit at the TUS Midwest lead so far. Still remains at 3-6 to 3 points. And the mountain for Galway to climb. Certainly potential to climb it. The wind will be probably slightly more in their favour in the second half, as that kick out is drilled over the far sideline, but Sideblood couldn't quite get onto that one. The Burren Gale star and Clare Minor footballer. Knock forward here from Galway. They'll try and get another score maybe before the break if possible. It's a nice ball inside. Katie Bell is in support here if they decide to use her. In the end the shot comes in and it's a little bit wayward. It's going to tail off to the right and wide, and Ava Carney disappointed with herself with that one, but she did create the space very well, to be fair, to get her shot on target or towards the target. It was just a little bit off to the left. Kick out now from Ciara Butler, decides to go short. TUS Midwest have clearly got this strategy, happy just to go short and try and build their way out from the back here through Aisling Crowe. And Crowe now just having a look at the situation ahead of her just to see what's there. Great defending back there. I think it's Anu Morrissey who got that one. And decides to drive it across the pitch here as far as Chloe Wiltshire. And Wiltshire now just having a look at the situation ahead of her. Shuni is really one ahead of her, so it's going to probably have to try and go herself here, and she is. She's managed to get by a couple of defenders. Now as look at the target, has advantage as well. Katie Bell, a free shot, no, and the free is going to come in here for the foul on Chloe Wiltshire. And it was good running by the Nasina Kildare footballer. And a chance now for her to curl that one over. That one looks like it's going to stay in play. And in fact, that's it for the end of the first half. Raymond Bright calls a halt. TUS Midwest in the lead here at half time in the Donaghy Cup final for 2026. They're looking to retain, get back the trophy, I should say. They won in 2023. But at the moment they are well in command here at 3-6 to 3 point scores. 2-1 from Anya McNamara, a point for Caoimhe Lynham, wing backs Caoimhe McCabe, Amy Savage, 2 frees from Rena McCready, goal from Niamh Mahan, and for the trailing side Galway, 2 from Caoimhe Kelly and 1 from Katie Bell, 1 free. So at half time TUS Midwest lead here by 3-6 to 3 points. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Stay with us. Fáilte Rasharísh here, welcome back here for the second half of the Donaghy Cup Final 2026, where at half time a very strong and very pacey TUS Midwest side went in with a 3-6 to 3-point lead over the University of Galway. It was a very, very strong start by the ladies in the black kit, as I said, led by wingbacks Queeve McCabe and Amy Savage, who both got points on the board already. And to go with that, Sinead O'Carroll in the middle of the field has been absolutely superb. 2-1 from Anya McNamara, probably the, I suppose, headline of the first half. Her two brilliant goals, real poachers goals, just catching the ball when it was kind of loose around after a short free and just firing to the back of the net. 2 frees from Rena McCready as well, and a point from Caoimhe Lynham for Galway. 2 points from Caoimhe Kelly from the Scottstown Star, and 1 free from Katie Bell. All day to show, but there's a big 30 minutes ahead for both sides here, and there's potential for a turnaround, potential for a much tighter game. We saw an incredible first game between Queens and the Royal College of Surgeons, which came down to the absolute wire after an 11-goal thriller. So Ray, we're probably just about to get us back underway here just after 4:45. Don't forget, after the game we'll also have a quick chat with our player of the match as well. So stay with us for that. And then of course at 6 p.m, the final of the Friday finals finale takes place with the Moynihan Cup final. So we will be on with that one as well. So Ray gets us back underway here just after 4:45. And it's the same start as it was in the first half, as Aisling Crowe just burst through with the ball in her hands and lays it off here to McCready. Has a look up, has supporting her outside as she bothered to use it. She's having a look at the target herself. Good defending by Galway. They just put her off enough there, I think. And that one is well caught in the end by Orla Murphy in the goals. No substitutions that I could see in that first half. Should note as well that just after touching the ball there, Kate Roach is wearing number 22, not number 12 as I thought it was possibly. So here goes Kate now. And it's a good hand in, a big hand in there. Fantastic hand from Amy Savage, absolutely superb defending by her. Gets the attack moving once again, and Amy lays it off. It's good defending though by Galway at the other side, and it's Alana Burke this time is the one who gets the hand in. Manages to find David Carney. Carney, it's a lovely ball across the pitch here. But quick moving from Galway here. That's kind of what they need if they are going to get themselves back into this fairly swiftly. It's Anna Foley now. Back to halfway here. Back to Carney once again. And Carney, I think this might be the plan for the second half. Just try and pump that ball into the forwards as quick as is possible. It's a lovely ball from Carney inside, and there's a chance here, and it's Kelly now who lays it off. Is there possibly a goal on here for Galway? The black jerseys have managed to get themselves back, and Bell strikes it off the left. It's going to hop around the place. TUS have managed to get a hold of it through Maeve Stankard, and Maeve is fouled, and that's going to be a free out. It'll be taken here. Well, it's taken quickly in the end, and Crowe decides that she's going to go herself and powers through and meets her opposite number 9 around the middle of the field, and Ava Carney as well, just to hold her up. Pass now from Sophie Marr. Sophie Marr across to Rachel Moore, the captain. Is she going to be a Donaghy Cup winning captain? We'll find out in about 30 minutes time, or have University of Galway got something to say about it. Lovely dummy there. Evie Scanlon it was, who just managed to get around her marker, but fair play to combination of Hannah Coleman and Laura Madden, who managed to get her back out the field a little bit. And it's taken in her by Sinead O'Carroll, who certainly by my reckoning would be the standout player of the half, just so controlling and such a creative player as well. Chips that one inside. It's a lovely ball here as far as Rena McCready. McCready decides to go back out as far as Sophie Marr, take it back from McCready again, and this is just good team football here from TUS Midwest. They look for that moment to attack, and if it doesn't come, then they're quite happy just to recycle the ball back out. They've got their early scores in that first half as Crowe now decides to go forward, and Amy Savage has run off the shoulder. Good defending back there though by Coleman. But again, TUS just sensible, just playing the ball back out into positions that they can try and work into some sort of scoring form. And it's O'Carroll back out there. O'Carroll now loses her opposition player off her shoulder, decides to burst through herself, have a look at the target. She's going to try and knock a score over. And Sinead strikes, and Sinead scores. A lovely score from Sinead O'Carroll, absolutely pinpoint from the Ard Finnan midfielder. She really is a top-class footballer. She's dominated the midfield so far, but she also has a fantastic stride, is able to break tackles, is able to make tackles. At the moment, she's kind of the all-round footballer that you would want on your team. And she chips in now with her first score of the game, bringing her up to 3-7 for the day. or team up 3-7 for the day, I should say. As Galway now try and get forward themselves here through McMahon from the St. Val's club out in West Cork, as I said earlier on. And the green, or the maroon jerseys, I should say, have managed to get themselves into good position here, but Katie Bell is beaten to it in that case. And that ball has managed to clear out, and it's out as far as McCabe on the two pacey wingers here. And Mae Stankert, who's had a fine game at cornerback as well, also not afraid to come out from the defence if needs be. But here is O'Carroll now. You can just expect every time she gets the ball that something will happen. It's O'Carroll across to Aisling Crowe here. Crowe has support on both shoulders, decides in the end that she's going to use Savage. And Amy Savage just lays the ball off here as far as O'Carroll just dives through the tackle as quick as she can. And advantage to her. And it's back just inside the TUS Midwest half. And I think an apology there from Emer Sullivan. She knew she committed a foul as a bit of a loose hand. Nothing in it though, really. A simple free. And O'Carroll decides to go into the forward line. And it's good work there from McNamara, who managed to beat Mack into the ball, and McNamara's going to take it back. She's looking for a hat-trick. She probably has eyes for it. She's going to have a free though, definitely, for a tug of the arm. And a free in here for TUS Midwest, and a chance for McCready to knock over a third free for herself and bring her team up to 3-8 possibly. I think referee just checking. A couple of players have their gum shields there more than anything else. McCready now fires that and curls it straight over the bar. And Rihanna McCready, 3 now frees for the day for her, bringing TUS up to 3-8 on the scoreboard. And 3 points for Galway. Nothing particularly that Galway can do at the moment except try what they are trying. Just something might pay off for them at the moment, though. TUS Midwest are just that bit stronger. And that's an incredible ball across into Mahon. Is she going to be there for a second goal? No. Fine tackle in the end, and Laura Madden does really well to get hold of it, and it's just gone out for a 45 in the end. That was a brilliant ball across the face of the goal there from McNamara, looking for the run of Niamh Mahon. But good combination, or good combination of defenders, I should say, F. Milana Burke, Maeve Hanley back there. And in the end, it's going to be a 45 to TUS Midwest. And Niamh Mahon is the one who, just having a look at it from the 45, of course, the last 45 she took, chipped it into the hands of Caoimhe Lydham, who laid it off to Anya McNamara, and McNamara buried to the back of the net. So what will happen this time? Well, that's good defending there from Holly Mackin, but again, it's McNamara who takes hold, and it's McNamara who scores once again. 2-2 for Anya McNamara. And brings TUS Midwest up to 3-9 now to 3 points. So maybe not quite the battle that many had anticipated between these two sides. I expected to be much closer, but at the moment it's the ladies from the Midwest who are outshining University of Galway at the moment, but still plenty of time left for University of Galway just to try and muster a couple of attempts on target and maybe get a goal or two out of it. At the moment though, TUS Midwest, who first them, are absolutely holding firm, but mistake there from Amy Savage, who just over carries. And that'll be a free in for Galway. So just keeping an eye on time here, about 8 minutes or so into the second half, and TUS Midwest about to make their first substitution of the day as well. Just looking to see who, catch the number of who is coming in here in a moment. But substitution nonetheless. And for them it's number 21, who is Zoe Callagher from the Galtee Gales down in Limerick, and she is replacing, not sure who she's replaced yet. Just waiting to see. So number 21, Zoe Callagher, is on, and she is on for TUS Midwest. As Galway now go in search of something. That's a lovely ball inside here. So chance here for Sullivan possibly. Decides to lay it back. Chance here now for bury the back of the net. No, but a luck for Galway. Anna Foley strikes it off the bar. And it's out to Isha Newman. And Isha now to Katie Bell. Well, that was half a chance for Anna Foley, but she made it into a full-on chance. And that's a fine strike over the bar. It's an absolutely brilliant score there. I think it's Chloe Wiltshire. It looks like, yeah, it is Chloe Wiltshire. Wiltshire knocks that one over from distance. An absolutely superb score there from the Kildare midfielder. And it could have been a goal a moment before from Anna Foley, which is very unfortunate the way it crashed off the crossbar and came back out. Chloe Wiltshire, though, making no mistake from distance. A superb score right over the black spot for her. And that ball going to go out over the sideline. And the encouragement coming in from the Galway travelling supporters. Just looking for their side to get a move on and just try and get something out of it. Here is Carney now. Carney had support from Liam McMahon, decided in the end to lay it off, and it's out as far as Katie Bell. It's back again here to Carney. It's going to drop short and it's well held. Good goalkeeping there from Ciara Butler. You'd expect somebody with the stature and the presence of the Kerry goalkeeper to take those fairly routinely, and indeed she did. Ashton Crowe now under all kinds of pressure here, and again it's penalised for Carry, and a correct call there from the referee. She was trying to make a yard of space that wasn't there for herself, and she didn't do anything with the ball other than carry it, and Katie Bell strikes, but Katie Bell drops it short. And the Galway fans behind just a little bit frustrated at not getting the scores here, but you have to be able to earn the effort in the first place, and Galway did really well to get in there but just didn't quite have the finish with it. Zoe Kelleher now the substitute, and she tries to get things moving here for her side. That's going to be a free here for TUS Midwest, just bang on the halfway line. A bit of an injury here. It's the brief stoppage just to see is all okay. I think it's Queen McCabe who's down, but looks like she's going to be okay. So Zoe Kelleher is the one who has come on there. Marty resting, she's check and see who she's on in place of. We'll check in a couple of minutes, but Zoe is definitely on the field either way. As here go Galway once again, and it's going to be another free for them, and they decide to take the solo and go quickly. Caoimhe Kelly is on the shoulder, and here she is. She's going to find herself another score after getting 2 points in that first half. She's managed to burst her way through a few tackles. It's gone across the face of the goal. That's going to be a free in for her. She had no advantage. There was half a chance there of a goal, possibly. The angle was a little bit tight, so she was kind of forced out towards the end line, and in the end shot across the face of the goal, and it'll be a free for Galway and a chance for Katie Bell to knock this one over. Still 3-9 to 4. And Katie Bell now 13 metres out, strikes down. Just doesn't put enough curl on it, and a missed opportunity there for Galway. They still trail by 14 here, needing goals and needing them quickly. And Ciara Butler in the goal for TUS Midwest, certainly not interested in letting in the ball past her too easily, catching the last few shots that have come in. And here go TUS Midwest now over the far side with Sophie Marr, and they go pressure on from a couple of the Galway forwards, just trying not to let TUS out that easily, but they managed to get through the middle through Ashton Crowe and Rachel Moore. And more now to McCabe. McCabe just puts the brakes on for a second just to see where is she going to go next. Plays it out to Kelleher now, first touch for the substitute. And Zoe just about managed to hang on to the ball, and TUS just about got away with that one there. Almost a great turnover there from a couple of the Galway forwards as Rachel Moore strikes it in with the left foot. Lovely ball inside here. Anya McNamara once again. McNamara, it's a little bit of a high pass, well fielded there by McCready. And McCready's having a look, has support on her shoulder, decides to go back inside to Moore in here. Rachel now has a look up, finds Evie Scanlon. And Evie just having a look herself to see what kind of support she has on the outside, and it's in the form of McCready, who seems to be here, there and everywhere really at the moment. Back out to O'Carroll now. And O'Carroll dodges inside the tackle there of Hannah Coleman. It's just that amazing stride that she has. And O'Carroll's still going across the arc here, looking for, moving for anyone, finds it in the form of McNamara. McNamara now looking for her own support, finds it in McCready, and McCready strikes, looks like it's going to drop short. And it does, and Orla Murphy is there and uses the legs to save it, and saves it well. Bit of a chase on here against herself and Niamh Mann, but the goalkeeper does well to come out in the end. And one McMahon, and Leah McMahon that is. And here goes Kate Roach. Kate now deciding to go down the sideline, fisting it over the head. Very clever from Kate Roach to use the bounce of the ball and just use her pace. A little bit of a push in the back there, possibly on either player. No, 50-50 says the ref, to be fair, which is correct, yeah. And a tug of the arm, and it's going to be a free. And a substitution coming in here now. Just waiting to see who coming off here. I think it's TUS Midwest are the ones who are making the change. We'll see who it is who's coming off and coming in now in a second. So a change here in the forward line, looks like, and it's Evie Scanlon who has been replaced, the number 12. And in her spot is Hazel Ryan from the Upper East Club, Shlee Phelan down in Tipperary. So Evie Scanlon off, and Hazel Ryan is in wearing ever a hook check number 18. As Amy Savage decides to drive the ball long into the mix and see what comes out of it. And what comes out of it is Holly Mackin with the ball. So the Galway cornerback, who said a really strong game, it has to be said, and she's gone 30-40 yards here with the ball, but unfortunately the pass not picked up. Well, not picked up the first time, but Isha Newton does really well to get hold of it second time round. Nice ball inside. Is there possibly something on here? It's out as far as Anna Foley at the crossbar a couple of minutes ago. She was very unfortunate. Can't she get a score this time? No, it's just tailed off to the left and wide. And Anna has her head in her hands at that one, but it was a tough shot really in the end, to be fair to her. So it remains 3-9 to 4 points here to TUS. And they seem to be at the moment fairly comfortably in command of this one. But their time will still be on the side of Galway. Depending on the next score, I suppose, really, as Rachel Moore tries to get out a defence past Katie Bell and does that successfully. Is met by Kate Roach, and man just has to get by her. Lays it off to Savage, and Savage now. Great battle between the two of them, two absolute speedsters in Kate Roach and Amy Savage. And at the moment, it's sort of a 50-50 battle really. On the scoreboard though is where it matters, and TUS Midwest are the ones who are in the lead and in command at the moment. It's across here to Caoimhe McCabe in front of us, as Ava Carney for company ahead of her. Good defending back there, very good defending by Coleman. Hannah Coleman it was who did well, and Hannah's back on the ball once again here. And here she goes, she met by her opposite number 7. Ball inside here, and not picked up by anybody, missed by a few, and Amy Savage is the one who takes it, has support on her outside from Kiva Bailey Maloney, the Banship and Tiptown Football Club GA and footballer. And going forward here now, Leah McMahon. Leah has a look up to see what's ahead of her. Straight into the hands though, the block down of Sinead O'Carroll. And Eve Mann is the one who takes hold of possession, the goal scorer from the first half. And the tap and goal is taken quickly there by Caoimhe McCabe, and she was given a couple of yards in a collision between McCabe and Ava Carney. And the two of them should be alright after that. McCabe, I think, just taking a moment just to get herself back up on the pitch after that. I think it was completely accidental. I don't think there was anything malicious in it, just two players turning the wrong opposite directions. Now McCabe looks like she will be okay to continue on. It'll be indirect free. Now substitution here for Galway as well. And we'll catch numbers now in a second just to see who is on. So Galway have brought on a new player in attack. We'll see who it is now in a moment. It looks like that Kate Roach is the one who has been called ashore. So the West Clare Gales player is off, and we'll see who replacement is in a minute when the ball goes up that end next. Quick free though taken by Caoimhe Lynham. Liner to McNamara, McNamara to Mahan now. Good tackling there from Hannah Coleman. Hannah Coleman does really well. And it's Galway who managed to, well, come out with it. They don't get too far until they're stopped. And in the end they managed to clear the ball out as far as Carney now. Carney now to Mackin. Mackin has movement up ahead, but there's a big hand in there, and it was the hand of Rachel Moore who just slowed down the Galway attack there momentarily, as Kiva Bailey Maloney does really well at full back just to bat the ball out. Galway managed to retain possession here though through Katie Bell, and Bell knocks it forward here into the full forward, which is Emer O'Sullivan from the Gale in County Kerry, and that's surely going to be a foul. A high tackle, referee says advantage. Chance now for Galway maybe to get something. Is there a shot on here? There is, and it looks like it's curled off to the right and wide, but I think that's going to be a free. The Galway substitute is number 26, is Maya Pardy. Maya Pardy is in the full forward line, and she will be target player, I would say, for the remainder of the game. Very tall, athletic player. Galway will have the advantage of the free after that last shot when wide. Can they get their 5th point of the game? And it's struck to the left and wide. There's another missed opportunity for Galway. So 3-9, it remains to 4 points to TUS Midwest, and they've looked fairly assured. They've a very solid spine, that team, as we said. Goalkeeper Ciara Butler, Kiva Bailey Maloney fullback has been excellent, Rachel Moore the captain, Sinead O'Carroll in midfield, Quiva Lynham half forward, and Rena McCready. That real spine down the middle of the pitch has just been too much at the moment for Galway to deal with as time really goes against the ladies in maroon now at the moment, with about 10 minutes to go in the game. And Holly Mackin comes out with the ball, takes the quick solo and go. The goals will be needed really fast, in quick time, ultra quick time, if Galway are to get themselves back into this one in any form. And it's Pardy now, across to Carney. Carney has to fist pass it across the pitch. And in the end it's back into Pardy. Here she goes now, it's her first real touch of the ball. Can she manage to find a little bit of space? Has fallen over, has managed to get herself back up, is looking for a little bit of support out there anywhere. Finds it. Is there something on here for Galway? Can they get a score? And that ball is tailed across the face of the goal and wide. And it's probably the 6th or 7th wide for Galway, I would say, in this half alone. So they're shooting, maybe just letting them down a little bit. No lack of effort though, certainly, to get themselves into the position. Just the final shot not working out for them as well as they had hoped in this game, as Ciara Butler tries to kick out long. There's a couple of TUS jerseys there, but it's taken in by Galway in the end. And again, good hands by a couple of players. It's a lovely ball inside now as the pace is going to beat. It does, it beats Seymour Sullivan to it. And it's another wide for Galway. Lovely ball in though by Isha Newton, just unfortunately the bounce on the Astro just took it away from her too quickly. As we inside the last 10 minutes here, still the scores 2-2 from Anya McNamara, Rena McCready with 3 frees, Quiva Lynham's point, Sinead O'Carroll, Quiva McCabe, Amy Savage all pointing, and a goal from Niamh Mahan as well. In the story for TUS Midwest is just a spread of scores that they have. And here's probably what I would consider their best player on the pitch today. Sinead O'Carroll lays it off to her midfield partner Aisling Crowe. Crowe has movement up ahead. There's possibly a hat-trick on it. She lays it off to her left. She decides not to, and Crowe's a look at the target. Great block down, but unfortunately the free has already been given. The advantage is not accruing, and it'll be a free and a fouler against Alana Burke. And it'll be a chance now for McCready. She'll be looking to knock over her 4th free. And it should be a score for her. She's been pinpointed with all her frees so far. To bring TUS up to double digits on the points tally. McCready strikes. And unfortunately, the last second it just tailed off in the wind. Looked for all the world as if it was going over, and just at the last second missed. Put a substitution here now for TUS as well. Looking to see who it is who will be coming off here. And who's coming on as well. But it is Niamh Mahan, number 26, who's gone off the goal scorer. And she is replaced by number 22, who is Aoife Carroll from the Summerhill Club. So Aoife, wear number 22, is on for the final few minutes here for TUS as they look to try and cement Donaghy Cup victory in the 2nd Donaghy Cup since 2023. A flick on there, a race for possession back there now as Zoe Kelleher takes the shoulder well. Can she keep that one in place? She can't. It'll be a Galway ball. And it'll be right down here in the far corner. Oh, ball knocked inside. There's something on here possibly for Anna Foley. So unfortunate earlier on with that shot that canned off the crossbar. Could have changed the complexion of the game maybe a little bit as Carney now has a look. Big block down by the substitute Aoife Carroll, but no advantage coming. That'll be a free in. Galway decided to take quickly and run all the way across to Maeve Hanley. And needs a look at the target, decides Bell is the best option. Bell out to Pardy now, and Pardy inside as far as Newton. There's just a sea of TUS jerseys in front. And that one looks like it's good. It is. Fine score. Chloe Wiltshire again. 2 brilliant scores from the Galway midfielder from Kildare. Absolutely fantastic scores. She has 2 of the 5 Galway points that they have today, and they were absolute belters, the 2 of them, both from long range, both over the black spot. She should be fairly happy with her own personal return from the game. Probably one of the stronger Galway stars throughout the game, really. Here's one of the fine TUS players we've had on show today is Rihanna McCready. McCready to Moran, and Moran has Kelleher and acres of space here. And Kelleher just takes her eye off the ball. I think she was looking ahead to Hazel Ryan, who was in space, and the 2 substitutes were looking to combine. The ball knocked down the line here as far as Bell. Bell now has scored up ahead of her. It's a lovely ball inside to O'Sullivan. Now can O'Sullivan do something with it? Tries to get past Moran. Rachel Moran just... Well, it's going to be a free out there, says the referee. I think the 2 players were really 50-50 in contact. And going to be a free out substitution here for Galway. Looking to see who making way. I think it's number... Is it Anna Foley? It is. It's Anna Foley has made way. And check and see who's in her place in a minute, but placement for Anna Foley in the half-forward line. And in her spot is Molly McLaughlin from the St. Malaise Club in County Sligo, wearing number 17. So Molly O'Loughlin in, former Ursuline post-primary school student as well. And she's made her appearance into the Donaghy Cup final for 2026 in place of Anna Foley. And McCready now has a look up. Just such a fine footballer, the way she carries the ball and just that brilliant range of passing that she has as well as being a great free taker, of course. Galway now just looking to, I think at this stage it will be put a little bit of more of a gloss on the scoreboard, but Rachel Moore and the captain leading from example at the back. There's probably very little chance of that. It's any wonder that Rachel won a Boston Championship with her club out in America last summer as well. An absolutely superb footballer. Captain leading by example. It's a lovely ball inside. There's something on here now for either 2 substitutes possibly. One of them up there, Hazel Ryan. We'll just find Sophie Marr, and there is movement here. Moran, is she looking to get herself in the score sheet? Decides to go back here to Marr. And TUS happy just to bring the ball out to the position that'll help find them score. It's McCabe. She already has a point to her name. She's going to have a look for another one. Plays it off inside, and McCready is there. Is this another score for the TUS Donegal footballer? It is indeed. And TUS Midwest up to 3-10. As the bench looks like it's been emptied here by TUS, and coming off is Maeve Stankard, who, to be fair to her, had a fine game, particularly in that first half. She was absolutely excellent. And looking to see who, come on, can't quite see the number just yet, but we'll keep an eye on it. But Maeve Stankard, to be fair to her, from Crusheen, County Clare, has had a superb game, absolutely brilliant game. Aisling Crowe now is the one who was fouled there. The referee just hold and play for a minute just to see. I guess a bit of cramp possibly for Aisling. Maybe it's a little bit more, possibly just cramp. She's just having it worked out, I think, by the looks of it. But TUS have certainly, going into the final couple of minutes here, have certainly earned their title, if it is to be, in the next couple of minutes. So leading by 3-10 to 5 points. And the score is coming from all over the place. As it looks like Aisling Crowe still down the ground, just having a bit of treatment, I think, for a cramp. To be fair, she'd run herself into the ground, as have a lot of the players on the pitch here today. And looks like it's going to be a foul. The referee says play away. And Hannah Coleman here, taking hold of possession here for Galway, as Aisling Crowe doesn't look like she's able to run off that cramp. And she's struggling a little bit. She might have to be replaced here in the last minute, but it looks like her side, though, are going to be victors of the Donaghy Cup for 2026, as Sophie Marr comes forward, another player who's been outstanding from the off. Out to McCready now. Crowe hobbling on one leg here with the physio down in front of us. And she's just going to see it out to the final whistle by the looks of it here. As Rachel Moore and Queen McCabe back there just combine. As TUS happy to play the ball across the middle just to try and hang on to things, maybe work out another score just before the end. And here goes Kelleher now. Kelleher into Sinead O'Carroll. O'Carroll now to Crowe, who's hobbling on one leg, and here she goes. No bother to her though. 1.5 legs is all she needs. She just needs the calf and lower leg. And I'm not sure whether it's symbolic of great bravery or she's doing herself more damage, but she's brave and she wants to stay on, and she's hobbled back into the fence. That's where she'd be until the end of the game, I would say. She's been fantastic, the Kilrush midfielder. You can see a real leadership about her. She was the Clare minor captain for 2025, through to an All-Ireland final as well. So no surprise that she isn't going to go off the pitch without being dragged off, I would say, as Sophie Maher down the far end decides to drive the ball into space. Now there's two TUS jerseys there, but there's also a Galway jersey there in the form of Alana Burke. And Alana now takes the return ball and just try and muster some space for herself, and she does really well there to lay it inside. And as far as Kelly, is there something late on the day here maybe for Galway? Can they get even a consolation score? No, they can't. It's great defending, and it's Crow back there on 1.5 legs, still managing to get herself out. She's still limping. She still had enough in the tank there just to get herself back into the right spot, refusing to let Galway in on a chance for a goal. It was down the far, and now they've turned defence into attack fairly swiftly, and it's Amy Savage who has hold of it. Savage now across to McCabe, and McCabe back again, this time to Sophie Maher, who has Savage on her shoulder. We're heading into the last few moments of the game here, and it'll be a chance now for TUS just to TUS now just working the ball across midfield here. Is there just a selection of player of the match is just going on ahead here at the moment. And we'll announce that now in a second as well. So TUS are going to take the Donaghy Cup certainly for 2026. And the player of the match, we'll wait till the official announcement is made after the presentation, but there is a couple of standouts on the TUS team as Aisling Crowe eventually decides to depart the scene in stoppage time. TUS make the last substitution, which will try and see just before time is up. But we are into the final moments of the game here, and it's just a case of whatever Ray McBride decides to add on here at the end. Nice ball inside, and Galway managed to get possession back once again. The TUS substitute who came on there a moment ago is Aoife Griffin from the Fergus Rovers Club, as Galway try and get something here to show for all their efforts. They've been great in attack, just having at the final ball, and unfortunately it doesn't work out once again. And it's Amy Savage who certainly will be a contender for player of the match, along with the likes of Sinead Carroll. And that is it. Your Donaghy Cup champions for 2026 are TUS Midwest, who have beaten University Galway on a comprehensive scoreline of 3-10 to 5 points. Congratulations to TUS Midwest and all the management there as well. They were fantastic, worthy winners in this one. Scores from Anya McNamara with 2-2, Caoimhe McCabe, Amy Savage, Sinead O'Carroll, Caoimhe Lynham, Rena McCready all getting a score. She'd Need Man as well getting a goal. The worthy winners then, commiserations to Galway. They played their part in a fantastic game but just came up short on the scoreboard. Stay with us here as well. We will have our player of the match interview and our presentation coming up first here, so stay with us, and then after that we will have our build up to the Moynihan Cup final at 6 p.m. so we'll be back in a moment or two.
Could I have both teams over here, please? Okay, folks, we'll go ahead with the presentation. Congratulations to TUS Midwest. Commiserations to Galway. Goals win matches, but overall, I mean, you know, you were the stronger team, and well done. That's something for you to build on, that you'll be back next year and add another trophy to the cabinet. And congratulations. Galway, it didn't work out for you today, but in fairness, you kept fighting, and that's the most important thing. You kept at it, you didn't give up, and you just met a stronger team on the day. And a big bull of bus for you and for TUS. I want to thank our referee, Ray McBride, and all the officials for making the job look easy, and well done to them. The first thing I'll do, we'll have the player of the match. And the player of the match goes to, I love waiting a second just to see what people will think. Number 7, Amy Savage. Who's the captain? I never looked at it.
Rachel Moore. Yeah, Rachel Moore.
Okay, it's not a warm evening, so we won't delay. I'll present the trophy to TUS captain Rachel Morden.
There you go.
Okay. Do I hold it?
Hold that as well. Yeah.
Okay. No singing, don't worry. Not till later. Okay, that's a lot of people. Okay, I just want to say thank you to a few people that have helped us along the way. I know Adrian and Lee in the sports office have been fantastic supporting us along the way. Our fixtures, absolutely everything, they've been great. The sponsors who run the AIG and PMI who will back us up, it's always helpful in LGFA to have that, I suppose. Thank you to the LGFA for running such a great weekend. The amount of talented players that are out here today and tomorrow, like, it's a serious weekend, and I think it's great to see the amount of players that are out and support. It's great. I want to say thank you to Grania and Liam, who have been there for a long time. I know I've had 4 years under them, and they've been fantastic down at training in the rain, in the snow. They've been there all the way, and I think we won the Donaghy Cup back in first year, so this is a nice full circle for us. Don't mind that we're back here, but anyway. And a big thank you to Galway for a serious game. Girls, you're a brilliant team with a lot of talented players, and we lost the league final there before Christmas, so had a bit of fire in our bellies to come back and win today. We weren't losing 2 finals in a year, plus we lost to HEC last year, so we weren't going to keep the streak going. So you'll be back here, no doubt, next year. And lastly, thank you to the girls. They've been fantastic at training in and out of the year, and they were just fantastic today. They didn't let up once, so really, really proud of yourselves, and you should be proud. Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay, thank you, Garmila Magat. Thank you. That was terrible.
Oh, Jesus. Thank you.